Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to Business Behind the Scene, episode number 190. Today, we're talking about something that is very, very close to my heart. I don't like networking. Nobody knows that, but it's actually the truth. I don't like networking because every time I go to a networking event, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this going to be valuable for my time? I'm so busy. Am I going to find the right people? And there is always that little bit of like fear of, wasting my time, because our time is valuable, right? So what I found is that I love running networking events because I love to create networking events that are deep, meaningful conversation with other business owners and go deep, not just stay at surface level and talking about the weather. I want real conversations, real networking. And that's exactly what I've created in my empowering events, in my business networking lounge. And I love to go networking events that of other people and really find what works, what doesn't work, what is good value, what is not good value, and how to attract the right people. So we are very lucky that our networking events, we get really high quality people. We get business owners that are really willing to share the things and really add their value. And how I've decided that I wanted that is because every time I go to and don't go to networking events, every time that I stop networking, every time that I stuck myself behind the computer and I'm working around the clock, the business starts to sort of first stale, so it doesn't grow, it just sort of maintains like that, and then eventually start to decline, start to lose clients, I start to not add more clients, and it's a dangerous time. So for me, it's like I make it a must. I need to go to networking events. Like this week, I'm actually going to my usual weekly networking events, but 2 extra networking events this week, and I make it. I do it on purpose because every month that I go to 2 or 3 networking events, you can tell the months after that I get business, I get connections, I get collaborations, and things improve, grow, and everything works so much better. So I have decided that our networking events, we're going to do it every 2 months because we want to make sure that we get the right people in the room. We have this time already quite large number of people coming along, and usually it's about 40 to 50 people in the room, and I love the vibe. So we have a couple of events happening in the next couple of months. One is happening literally next couple of weeks, so I'm not sure when you listen to this if that's gonna actually happen, and the one after that will be the 4th of June 2024, and that will be the last event for the financial year. So make sure you come along because it will be a special event for us, and we will have a special speaker, and we look forward to have you guys there. So get yourself your ticket and come along to network with real business owners, having real conversations and getting the support that you need in your business. It's all about who you know in business. It's all about growing your network to be able to grow your net worth. I didn't say this. Kiyosaki said this in his book, Poor Dad, Rich Dad. To get yourself to a networking event. If it's not mine, that's okay. I won't take it personal, but go to some real networking events where you can really get real people and get real examples and get the support that you need, because being a business owner can be quite a lonely journey and you need the network around you. So come along. I look forward to see you there. Now, one of the things that I wanted to teach you in this networking is a little bit of like some of the tips that I use to network with people. I am not a big fan of business cards, although they are quite useful at times. So I do have business cards in case I need to, but I prefer to connect with people straight away on LinkedIn or connect on social media. The other thing that I love that I created not long ago is something called Blink, BLINQ. And Blink creates this incredible one-pager that people can scan from your phone, and then it will save your contact directly with all the social media links and your email and your mobile and all the things. Is going to connect them on your phone, on their phone. So I love it because if you're talking to someone and you feel like you have a good connection, you can scan that code. But that code could be dangerous if you scan it and they save it on their phone, but you haven't had a deep conversation enough for them to remember your name. And if you do that, if they scan the code, you just met them, scan the code and they go, they're going to leave and go, who was that person that does the virtual assistant thing? Oh, I don't remember her name. And that means they're never going to find you. Most people have between 1,000 to 4,000 to 6,000 contacts in their phone. They're never going to find you, right? They'll never remember you. So this idea can only work if you have already built a relationship with that person, if you know each other, if it's like, I'll just quickly take my details here. But if you don't know, there's going to be either a business card connected with a connection on LinkedIn or some other platforms that you use that you are consistent in. Also, don't try to connect with someone on a platform that you're completely invisible. Doesn't work, right? Make sure that you get your virtual assistant to post on your LinkedIn, post on your Instagram, post on your Facebook. So when you're connecting with people, they get updates. And this is what people tell me all the time. Francesca, I see you everywhere. And then I see you face to face. And I'll finally put a face to your name. Like I see you on social media, but I never met you face to face and blah, blah, blah. And so that's what creates that it's easy to connect with people when they feel like they know you instead of starting from completely from scratch. So I love to go to networking events because people know me. And another thing that is my strategy, I wear something like this, like something that is a signature color. Pink is my signature color. People know that, people recognize me, they see on my social media. And again, it's easier for them to connect the dots. Because what happened is that sometimes between social media and see us face to face, they're like, wait, I saw this person, but I don't remember where. So you need to help your audience to recognize you. And so this is why same color, some phrases that you say, boom, right? Things that I always say on my social media, I also say them face to face so that people again connect deeper, right? So this is literally your brand. I have my own brand in vocally and my colors. And so I try to match those and dress as my brand. So this is something that I also like doing. And when I go to networking events, I try to really stay curious about their business and ask about them rather than talk about me. I don't enjoy that. It's not about me. It's about how can I support you in your business? How can I help you grow? How can I help you introduce you to someone? What is your ideal client? What is your client that the person that you can collaborate with and bring you more business? Oh, you need to be connected with business coaches. Oh, I have some business coaches in my network. Let me introduce you. So we do those conversations for them to actually get the extra connection. Something else that I do, I always have one of my books with me because it's like a business card on steroids, and I just gift it to anybody that I'm talking to. I'm like, oh, I would love to gift you my book. And then something that works very well. But I also got something else. We've created a little gift voucher for, again, only for people that I feel could utilize it and could either give it to the clients or actually make the most out of that themselves. I will give them a free virtual assistant to trial. So this is a 10-hour virtual assistant they can use in the business anywhere they want. And this is another thing that is like, I didn't just meet you and pitch you. I met you, I hear you, I talk about you. And then when you ask me about me, if I feel that your business is something that I can help and I can support, then I will say, hey, I'll gift you something. If you don't want to use it, if you have anybody else that you think you can gift it to, more than happy to. But I thought that it would be nice for you to trial a virtual assistant with us. And so this is some of the strategy. So I go to networking prepared, thinking, okay, what am I going to give to the right people? Okay, I've got a couple of books in my bag, and I've got a couple of vouchers, and I've got obviously my business card. And so depending on the level of interest I've got with these people, I can sort of give all the different things to them. So I hope that this was valuable for you guys. I make the most out of my networking. It's very important. And then you follow up with your people and make sure that you send an email after or a phone call a couple of weeks ago. And then the other thing that I love doing, that I've been teaching this for years, and it would be crazy if I didn't share this, is to invite them to one of your events. So I have now a couple of things that I can invite them to. I can invite them to my business networking lounge, of course, that happens every couple of months, or I can invite them to my BNI Thursday morning. I'm part of BNI. I go every Thursday morning. We have a visitor day every once a month, and so I can invite them to that as well, depending on how it is. And I actually got a friend of mine that does that, and it's such a great strategy because it's like, you meet them once, right? So people do business with people that meet 5 or 7 times, right? So you meet them once, then you invite them to the networking event that that you are running or you're part of, and so you see them now again. And then at this networking event, you hopefully speak a little bit, so there will be extra value. Then you ask them to do a one-on-one meeting to sort of get deeper into understanding the business, and now already before you know it, you just have 3 meetings with this person that you met randomly in a networking event. And this is how we build that trust. This is how we get clients. This is how we get people converted to the next level. So link to my next networking event is in the description. I'm also going to pop in there the link for the Blink in case you guys want to sign up to that. It's free and you can have 2 profiles. So I've got my empowering events and empowering virtual solution in there, and people can just kind of and put the details, my details in there. But I'll put your mind in case you want to save it and give me a call. So thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I love that you guys are here and you give us advice of what you want to hear for next month. So I hope you're enjoying it, and leave us a review if you do. Ciao. Thank you so much for listening to this amazing podcast. Now, if you enjoyed this, you're definitely going to love my Facebook group where I've got over 11,000 people in it, and they're all business owners successful like you. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge, and in there I do classes every week, and I get to interview my clients, and I get to teach you all the things that I've done to get my business to 100K plus a month. So I look forward to have you in there. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge Facebook group in Facebook. I look forward to see you there. Ciao.